everyone. My name is Manard Warren. I've been in the sales field well over 30 to 35 years. I feel the SPQ is the best assessment that can be utilized by hiring managers for this reason and this reason alone. It will share with you this person that's sitting across the desk or on the other end of that Zoom call with you. Not can they prospect, will they prospect? So in this video, what you're going to gain is an understanding of the three critical attributes that most top performers have that are measured by the SPQ. You're also going to gain an understanding of how important motivation and goal focus is to someone's productivity, as well as you're going to gain an understanding of the 12 types of sales call reluctance that when a salesperson possesses some of those sales call reluctance behaviors and thought processes, it could hold their career hostage and shut down the show. The SPQ results will share with you how somebody fares with the three most critical attributes that most top performers possess. Those attributes are: most top performers have ample motivation. That's measured in the SPQ. Most top performers have a clear, concise, and ambitious set of goals. That's also measured in the SPQ. And then thirdly, most top performers have a high degree of fearlessness. That's also measured in the SPQ. Commission salespeople need to have an ample amount of motivation. And we've all heard about motivation, and we all have different definitions for what motivation is. The way that we measure it on the SPQ is that motivation is actually a combination of physical energy and also emotional energy that your salesperson, brings to the job, hopefully each and every day, every week, every month, every quarter. Without energy, nothing else really matters. I mean, think about the analogy of a vehicle. If that vehicle has no gas in their tank, they're not going anywhere. And that's the same thing with motivation that we measure on the SPQ. If you have a candidate that actually scores well, then big check mark. We love that. It is the number one most important corroborator of success in sales, is how much motivational energy does this person possess. If they don't have enough motivational energy, we need to go no further. It's not really a person that your organization wants to look at. The second most important attribute that top performing salespeople have is they have a really good, concise, focused, ambitious goal level, GOAL, goal level. The SPQ measures that. That is the second most important attribute that actually ties in to success in commission sales. Let me cover the top two types of these debilitating thoughts. First of all, we call these debilitating thoughts, when they're grouped together, we call them the 12 types of sales call reluctance. The two most prominent types that cost the most, the first is called the yielder syndrome, Y-I-E-L-D-E-R, the yielder syndrome. And the yielder syndrome is the most common fear that salespeople have. It's the fear of being thought of as too pushy, forward, or intrusive. So normally, with the research that's been done, on any particular sales team, you'll normally find between 40 to 50% of your folks have way too much of this yielder thought process. So there's a pretty good chance, even when you've hired somebody using the SPQ, they may have an elevated level of this yielder syndrome. Why is that important? When folks are yielders, quite frankly, they just slow everything down. Yielders want to be friends with all of their prospects. We know that's not possible, but yielders are striving to believe that that's a possibility. So in an effort to be friends with all their prospects, yielders become very skittish anytime that assertiveness is required or anytime that aggressiveness is required. A yielder won't go there. So subsequently, what happens with the yielder is they do slow down the prospecting process. They also slow down the sales process. The second most costly of the 12 types of sales call reluctance is referral aversion. That's a salesperson who's intimidated with going back to their client base, asking for referred leads. And again, normally on any sales team, between 40 to 50% of the salespeople have this condition. They've got this fear, this very specific debilitating thought, which is called referral aversion, and they're hesitant, intimidated, if you will, to go back to their clients because their thought process is if I go back to my clients and ask for referred leads, that's going to change my relationship with them. Now it's going to be all about money. Another excuse we hear prominently is wait a minute, going back to my clients to ask for referrals, that's going to make me look needy and desperate. I can't do that. So all these things we call these debilitating thoughts, we call them head trash thoughts. But there are 12 specific themes of head trash thoughts that the SPQ measures. And I've just given you a little bit of a rendition on the top two most costly types of the 12 types of sales call reluctance. Thank you for watching the video. Let us help you alleviate your frustration with hiring folks that talked a good game, but then they came into your organization and they flamed out. The SPQ, better than any assessment or instrument that I've ever seen, does a phenomenal job of giving you a high degree of confidence. If you hire this person, will they make enough prospecting contacts to be successful? At the end of the day, that's what the SPQ does, and it does it better than any tool that I've ever seen.